All right. This is Friedrich again with another turn resolution of War in the Pacific Admirals edition. Of course, we've been uploading with 2 turns back to back. This is July 8, 1942 that we're watching now. And let's see where this takes us. Okay, sub B sub. Interesting. Now we've had that happen, I think this is the 4th time. I maybe the 5th. We got 2 of his this way, and he got 1 of ours. Near Baker. Okay, so we're patrolling here because this is one of our targets in the near future. Okay, nothing much to talk about, and you can see what's going on here with all the reports, but now we're in the air phase, air operations, AM phase. I do have aircraft looking for subs out of Johnston Island, and they spotted one. Okay, so he is still patrolling over Cooktown, or I should say he is now if he wasn't. I think the carriers that are coming through here, he's put them out here to cap this. All right. Okay. Well, we can watch it for half a minute or so. These can take a while, and it's kind of cool to watch. I just, don't want to bore everyone sitting here staring at these plane versus fighter versus fighter. Wow, we're getting the better of him, at least so far. Who knows? The tide might change here. Several of our aircraft had to go back. Now, we do have more coming, so I think should have. Maybe not. Actually, because he didn't cap it yesterday, I think I only sent in one group, one squadron. So I'm gonna have to probably bump it up by another squadron in case next time, in case he does this again. Okay. Yeah, he's getting us 2. One of the reasons he might be, oh, he's bringing in more. One of the reasons he might be, I'm going to move forward. Okay. One of the reasons he might be capping this is because he might be coming to pick up troops or drop them off or supply or something. We can see he has some ships here. And one of my concerns is because he had battleships over in this general area. One of my concerns is another bombardment of cans, but I have at least one sub patrolling right here. I don't know. One sub isn't going to do much, but we'll find out. All right, he's bombing Kapong. That means he's not bombing our transports or cargo ships. Yeah, some decent hits there. I'm trying to get some supplies into Kapong to help hold out. And he's still bombing here, but if nothing else for him, I mean, he's getting if nothing else, he's getting experience. All right, this might be bad for us. We're sweeping with only 4 P-38s. One of the reasons is because, well, can't remember what I had the other squadron doing. Anyways, this one may be quick and this one may take a while. I'm gonna hack through it. Alright, so we don't do as well as I would have liked, and now we're gonna have bombers coming in against all these zeros, so that's gonna be terrible. Okay, I did have more lightnings coming in. Good. I was hoping I was wrong with that. Alright, I'm gonna move through this as well. Okay. He's getting the better of us, so that's not good, but hopefully we're sweeping some of these guys out of the sky as well for when our bombers do come. Okay, so yeah, he's bombing Dealey. That's fine. Well, and anyways, there's nothing we can do about it at this time. Alright. Oh no, what happened here? Okay, let's see. Let's see why he got through our cap. Maybe we're flying too high? Man, that's a shame. I think we are. We're up at 20K. He was at 12. We'll have to lower that. But certainly now he's gonna know we're coming with cap. He probably won't bomb again, actually, but all right. Or he might sweep us. I don't know what he's gonna do. But here he's bombing Banjarmassen and beating us up there. All right, these Nates gotta go, but they're not doing anything. Probably the worst they're doing is making a switch from move to combat stance. And these poor troops from Padang are just getting wrecked. Okay. Man, how many bombers is this? Like 100? Over 100 maybe? Okay. Whoa. Wow. He really wants to nail those guys. Well, we swept it down from 27 to 9. So now we have 58 Blenheims. Okay. What did we lose? 2? Yeah, we went in with 58 and ended with 56. But again, the idea is to knock him out of move mode. I want to hold this. I forget already. Is this Mandalay or anyway? I want to hold this hex as long as possible, and the sooner he gets in there, the sooner he takes it. So there's 3 things I'm trying to do: knock him out of move mode, disrupt and fatigue him so that he's less effective when he gets here, and just damage or destroy devices here. And now he's down to 1-0 with this long range cap and all the various things we're doing here. If nothing else, he's extremely fatigued. Maybe some ops losses, we'll see. But you know, even more damage caused to his division, regiment. All right, so we have 2 more Warhawks coming in. It's not going to be 1v1. This isn't all of what he's bringing in, so he's got some more that are going to sneak in here. So let's see how this goes. According to this, we take no losses, but we'll find out when we're done here how well or poorly we did. Our B-17s are supposed to bomb their Cooktown again, but they haven't yet. Now we're in the PM. So we're about to, I guess we'll find out. Again, this is just a precaution. I don't want to not do the sweep and wish I did. And I'm cycling those guys in and out, so they shouldn't be too fatigued. But I do have Air Cobras capping this. there's a couple reasons. One is if he wants to bomb us, but two is to keep him from air resupplying. Uh, so that's why those are in there. Now the PM, because it's a new phase, more zeros are in here. So the B-17s, which didn't go in the AM, now we're going to have a higher chance of getting destroyed. They're going to have to sweep themselves, and we lose three of them, at least. Let's see how we do. I don't like losing one, much less three. Oof. Okay. We do deal damage to the base. We destroy some more aircraft on the ground. We destroy a zero with our guns, our defensive guns. And now there's 5 more zeros. Okay, I'm going to push through this. So he is doing well against our fortresses. Of course, they're coming in piecemeal, but now there are no zeros left for us. So let's see how 5 can do without interference. And yeah, not bad for 5 bombers. So all right, here we are on the land. Okay, deliberate attack at Batavia. I was wondering how long he was going to wait to attack, how many bombardments, bombing runs, etc. Wait, I haven't seen a bombing run in a while. Of course, he could have had bad weather effect. I don't know. The long and short of it is he's doing a deliberate attack, and let's see how it goes. Get through. Ooh. All right, so our fort level is 4. He does not lower it before or after, so that's good. We have terrain and forts on our side. Experience is not, but we're more than double defense, and his attack is not changed much. But if we look here, let's just start with the Japanese. 2355 casualties. Look at these devices destroyed, 3 vehicles and 1 gun. But look at all these disabled. So his AV, assault value, is going from 902, the base assault value, to like less than 800. I think it's going to be a while, and plus he's going to be mounting fatigue and disruption. It's going to be a few days before he attacks again, and I promise you he's going to start a bombing campaign. All these bombers that are hitting these poor troops here are going to probably shift to hit this before he attacks again. Plus he'll shift to bombardment, etc. So let's take a look at us. We actually lose quite a lot more destroyed devices, which is worse because these will not rebuild. There are some replacements in the pool for the Dutch, just not a lot. And I don't mind, bleeding those pools because these aren't going to ever rebuild these the raw units. We lose half as many base number troops. However, and probably half as many disabled. I don't know. We lose quite a lot disabled. So in the end, it's a very miserable day for us, even with the odds, because our troops are just not as man for man aren't as good. So all right, bombardment at Wenchao, and further in the interior by Xi'an. Okay. I mean, this is just the usual stuff, very minimal effect. Alright, here's a deliberate attack. We got these troops on the mountain. He may kick us back out. If he does, I'm just going to let him sit there and rot. But one thing is, again, we're occupying his attention. These guys are not long for this world anyway, so if nothing else, we're just delaying his use of them somewhere else. Um, wow. So two maybe trucks, two vehicles, seven guns just outright destroyed, several items disabled. We do lose a little bit of casualties of our infantry. All right, Kapong. Look at the numbers here. I don't know when he's gonna decide to attack, but it's roughly 2 to 1. So we'll see when he decides to push forward. He's attacking us again up here. Um, we should hold, and I have one more regiment coming. I'll call it a regiment. I don't know, a third of this cavalry corps on its way to reinforce it. We do deal significant damage to his troops, and of course he deals decent damage to ours, about 2 to 1 in casualties. We lost more quantity of individuals, but we are able to damage and disable more of his stuff. All right, we're doing a shock attack again because why not? But that's with our tanks. The infantry are not. Let's see how we do. All right. It didn't say destroyed. So we didn't destroy the division outright, the 29th division, but if you look here, 158 squads. That's probably the rest of his fighting force, his active fighting force. The rest should be just these non-combat troops, but that's just a complete guess. But certainly between the last 2 days, I think he's going to be just almost completely um, done. So if we attack tomorrow, I think we can attack tomorrow and finish it off. Um, we're bombarding him in reply of his attack here. See how we do. So, I may have to cancel that bombardment. I guess it doesn't hurt. I just have to probably check and make sure we're not getting exhausted ourselves. So our reply at Rangoon was uneventful, and here in China, he's doing a deliberate attack at Mandalay, even though the reinforcements have not arrived. So he may not need these guys, although it looks like we held for another day. Well, he didn't kick us out, so that's good because I'm trying to get this guy out of here, but it's just taking so long to get over here. I don't know. But anyway, all you can do is all you can do, right? Um, So it's not bad for the odds and everything. Like I say, we should have been kicked out, but the fortifications are reduced. Because 4 to 1, we should have been kicked out, is what I mean. But we'll find out next turn. I think we're done next turn. All right, ADAC, we got port size 6. That's good. Chittagong, cans. Yeah, cans. That's good. Now we can we can even put some heavies there. So good deal. Because there was some epic air-to-air fighting, I'm gonna have to take a look at our stats before we jump into uh, July 9 resolution. All right, looks like we got some decent air units. It looks like, and the 6th British Brigade. Hello, everyone. Well, for you it's been a split second, but for me it's been a day. So we're back here on July 9th, 1942. Let's see what we can see. Oh, well, it looks like we whiffed on this uh, cargo ship, but apparently we're trying again. You know, I think it would be cool to have like the dud sound when the torp. What? Well, if you're not. Okay, go back to base then. What I was going to say is it'd be cool if for the miss, it just makes the torpedo firing sound and that's it. And I think it would be cool to do like mm, for the dud, like boom, like a thud. Anyway, um, still would like to know what's going on with my mines there. Sea Dragon, come on. Three different times to trying to torpedo this cargo ship and misses every time. Man. See, like there, boom. Something like, anyway. Okay, we got one ship with all this sub action. One. Out of, like, how many? Um, Patrol boat. Now, some of these can carry stuff. I'm not sure. Come on. I mean, I know what to expect it, I guess. Okay, here's the S40 deciding during the daytime to do something, so, okay. I guess he not escorting this because I don't think we would be doing this. Yeah, these 4-inch guns are doing pretty well. Okay, now we're taking some decent hits here. I'm gonna have to go back to repair. Certainly, it looks certainly based on what was happening at night, the report at night, he's already got damage. So, I don't think this is gonna do anything, and so it's a shame. It'll be damaged. It'll need repairs, but otherwise, it's fine. Okay. Found something significant somewhere, maybe there at Java or Cooktown. I see something at Cooktown up here. All right, this time I sent in more aircraft, I think. This is just part of it, I hope. Um, okay. All right, we shot down several of them. It looks like more or less one-to-one losses here. Okay, still pummeling our airbase here. See this little green task force icon? He's not attacking our ships, and we're getting supplies in there, so that's good. That's probably the last time I'm going to get away with that, that's for sure. Yeah, I mean, okay. All right. So my sweep didn't go. But he just has only Nate's covering here. Let's see how these bombers do. Alright. So we do take some damage, beat up the base a little bit. Now we come in with one left. Okay. See how our Lancers do. Okay, so we swept this, but well, I told some guys to come sweep it, but they, well, didn't get in there. We're bombing his troops, and it's clear, so hopefully we do some damage to his troops, and we do. So that's good. And follow-up bombers, yep, more damage. Okay. Before the sweeps, come on. Or, not before the sweeps, just all my sweeps didn't go. Alright, another 0 destroyed on the ground. Got some damage on the airbase. 23 more runway hits. Our B-17s are bombing up here, by the way, because he just flipped that to level 1 airfield. I'm going to go ahead and bomb that. And, yeah, so we're keeping the pressure here. 1-0 destroyed on the ground. Oh my goodness. That's gonna be bad. Alright, he's well, he's not capping this, regardless of what he's doing elsewhere. Some serious damage to the base. Follow-up raid. Come on, now you come in. One v one, man. All right. Well, we got him. And such a terrible AM phase. I mean, he's probably not thrilled with it either, but just got shredded by B-26s. This poor garrison battalion. Seriously? What is even happening here? We just got wrecked. Because I didn't come over here and look at my B-26s to confirm they were, oof, it's up. Obviously it's on me, but man, what a shame. Alright, deliberate attack at Wenchow. Here we go! Oof. 1 to 11. Alright, so we hold significant damage to his troops. Well, you know, keyword damage. Only 10 destroyed squads. We take almost as much as he does in destroyed. So, okay. All right. I didn't look at the casualties we got down here in the south, but hmm, that's unfortunate too. All right, so we're still holding here. Maybe because of the terrain, we're just being stubborn, not retreating. All right, Capone. Deliberate attack up here in the north. Okay. Retreating, retreating. I'm surprised they're still alive, but okay. This is shock attack. We did put the Australian division on shock attack and the tank, so let's see how we do. Alright, see all these destroyed? I can't believe... Okay, unit destroyed, finally. But see all these devices? I didn't even know he had this many pieces, like squads. That's nuts, because we killed several already. Anyway, that cleans this up and allows us to... I'm going to have two groups. One is going to go up this way. I don't know what he has here, but we are reconning, and then one going to Cooktown. Alright, deliberate attack at Mandalay. Now, we bombed this pretty badly. Look at how low his AV is now because of our bombing, I think. Okay, there's a reason I'm doing... well, this is not going to hold. There's a reason I'm trying to hit this as hard as I can, as fast as I can, because I'm trying to get this little engineer unit over here so I can rail it up. So I'm really trying to hold as long as I can there at Mandalay. Okay, Suva, Airfield 7, that's nice. uh, okay. Man, guess I better look through all my bases and make sure I've got the bases covered, if you know what I mean. Okay, so, sorry, that battle in China, like southeast, that we that I skipped through without looking at the statistics. Here's the situation. We did have terrain on our side, We started with 78, ended with 45 because we had poor leaders and experience. He started with 211, ended with 205. So he came out on top. We retreated after some loss. We did a little bit of damage to his mixed brigade. But here's the thing, if you look here, I don't know if you can see, there's a pip to the right that indicates he's heading east. He's probably trying to chase these other guys down and wipe them out. So we're gonna, in our, uh, let's see, we're gonna send the other guy in then. So this is gonna be slow because, well, let's see. Yeah, there's no road connecting here. And it's rough. It's like wooded, so it's a little bit slow. um, let's look here. Wood, which essentially is forest. Um, yeah, infantry 5, so it's gonna be a bit slow. Um, all right, but I just wanted to point that out. So we lost several squads, and caused him to lose just a little bit. um, all right. So, what am I wanting to do? Okay, sorry. My brain. It's been a long day. Okay, we lost a lot more aircraft than I would have liked. Mostly bombers. But 17 to what is that? 13. Uh, I don't like that. But could be worse. He still lost a lot of zeros, not 14 because he lost 13 total, but he lost a lot of zeros. I'm going to say if he lost one Nell, he probably lost 12 zeros. Three to ops, one on the ground. We remember that one we hit in Cooktown. Four ops losses. So this is more or less accurate, this side of it. So one ground, three ops, and one nel ops. It's just this goes from 10 to 8. We lost way too many marauders. This is absurd. So just didn't have enough sweeps. Lost 6 warhawks, P40Es, and yeah. I don't know how sustainable like losing 10 zeros every turn is, but um yeah, I bet these are all B-26 pilots. Maybe some P-40s. Oh, I wanted to show this to you as well. Um See this ace level 5? So if we look here, this is all the aces we have, which is not very many. But our 11 kill pilot, Andrews, he died literally yesterday. So in the combat over Cooktown, I believe, he was shot down and killed. So we're mourning his loss because this is nice, 11 kills. 80 experience, he will be missed. But we have, and then we have another ace who's missing in action from the same squadron, incidentally. And yeah, so that's a shame. We have a P-38 pilot who has 7 kills, so that's pretty cool. All right, we'll take a look at this and see. Well, yep, we got that patrol boat. It's worth 3. See, it has 330 cargo capacity, so it's kind of a nice little I mean it might only be worth 3 victory points, but it is a nice little boat that can supply as well as do anti-submarine duties. um I'm just coming down here real quick to look at our we have a sub transport that we probably don't need to use so much, but nonetheless, we're gonna unload. And we might lose those ships. If he knows they're there, he might bomb them. Let's take a look and see if he knows they're there. Yep, his detection is 7 of 7. I don't see him not sinking them. I mean, why not try? Um, anyway, but see all these units here? I'm debating if the 27th Infantry will go to Portland Roads, or if I'll just have everything hit Cooktown first. Because see, he has the equivalent of at least a division here. So I may just bring everything here, hit this with all I've got, at least wear it down. Then I can start sending troops up there while I do mop up duty here. So. Um, So we'll start that process. I'm not going to waste a lot of time right now with it, but I wanted to point out too, we have two more tank battalions that are here. The 762nd, 763rd, decent assault value, and they have just unloaded. Do we still have more? No, this is a different unit. So they just finished unloading this turn, so we'll get them on the rails up toward up to Cairns, and then we'll drive up the road and try to take some of this stuff. Maybe check this out before. Well, we're doing recon, and you can see he has probably just engineer units here. He may be blocking right here. Let's see. This is all clear though. So if we come up here. We have to be careful because if he expands this, oh, you know what? If he expands this to an airfield, I mean, if he's too slow expanding this airfield, we can get up here with our tanks before he can really get some bombs in us. But that's anyway. I guess that, forget that because he can bomb from Port Moresby, which I don't see why he wouldn't. And so our tanks will be vulnerable when they come up the road here, if that is he's even scouting. I could do a back way, but anyway. Um, but with two tank battalions from America and some Australian armor, these two, these are way less AV than our American units. And then this tank destroyer battalion with some Wolverines. We should be able to clean this up. Actually, by the way, check this out. We got another one. So we're gonna have a total of 72 Wolverines. All right. That's that. Um, we we're shuffling some guys because the goal is to rebase at Luganville and use this as a launching point for Ndeni. Now I may use this as a launching point because we do have higher port capacity currently. but but certainly we're going to base some bombers here and hit the base. Um, and you can see here we've got one B-17D unit already, which we can start pummeling this base. What I might do is bomb the port and just incessantly bomb the port for now. Meanwhile, point out this, not Canton, sorry, Pago Pago. We have some one aircraft bomber squadrons here. These 13 U.S. Bomber Command, those are going to Luganville. These fifth are going to Australia. And then we will fill them out with 8 each. We have plenty of bombers, I believe. And then we'll just really be overloaded with heavies everywhere. What I really need is for charter towers to expand to 5. We're only halfway there, so I just need some more engineers, and I'll have to scrounge around and look for some. Um, Now, if we could get here, we do have level 5 air capacity here, and so I could base some heavies here as well. So if we have to spread out, because let's say this is at capacity, which it looks like it is, see exactly, exactly capacity right here. So these new bombers I'm bringing, I'll have to go to cans. This is too small, and I could go here, but then they'll be flying essentially extended range. I may have to look, like I said, for some engineers to bring up. I mean, okay. What I might do is let this flip, and then bring these engineers up. So let's already let's already tell him to go there. Anyway, I'm kind of working back counterclockwise around the map, but but yeah, we're kind of set up in here. I don't know if he's. I think he might be done exploring or expanding in the Central Pacific. It looks like his main thrust is here in Australia, and of course he's trying to finish up the Dutch East Indies. Um, Speaking of, let's work our way back up here. We have the Japanese are in strength, as we know, bombarding here and attacking. Our troops here are holding for a little while longer. These guys are trying to get out of here to who knows why, because they're basically dead anyway. Um, with more or less zero supplies. But they're moving very slowly, basically 1 mile per day. I'm gonna well, we can quickly just stop by here and look at these guys. Zero supplies, so they'll probably just decay this turn, you know. Um, all right, we held one more day. Now he has another element of his division here. If he attacks again, I think we're done. This is moving. This will be in this hex this turn, and this hex. Then it shows that it's going to keep moving, but I think I'm going to put it on a train and drive it up here so that we get there quicker, and whatnot. So it's supposed to come here. Okay, it's fine. We can bring it up there. It's fine. Yeah, that's Burma. We currently continuing to reinforce this area because we want to we want to be in a good spot when he um, comes up. Is he going to come up this way? Is he going to come up this way or straight up the middle? I don't know, but we are building up here. We've got 229 AV and fort level of 3, building to 4, and so on. Um, so that's the situation, and I believe I'm going to go ahead and end it here. But feel free to ask any questions you have, and we'll see you next time when we talk about July 10 turn resolution, and hopefully we have some better air action as well as elsewhere on the map. So until then, take care of yourselves. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.